The IRS is estimating that more than 100 million people will get a tax refund this year out of an estimated 150 million tax returns to be filed. So chances are pretty high that you will get that tax refund.
So the next question is, what do you do with the money? Andy Mattingly from Forum Credit Union is here with the pros and cons. So I was a little surprised that most people would get one. What's the average amount they're going to get?
For Hoosiers, it's about $2,600. The national average is about $2,800. So it's a significant amount of money.
That drew a wow from Lindsay Riley over there.
How many options are there for using your tax refund?
Well, you have three options. You can save it, you can use it to pay down debt, or you can spend it. Now, in each one of those categories, there's a lot of different things you can do there.
Okay, so look at reasons why we should save first, because that's the that's the saddest option, but the best one probably.
Well, you should save it if you don't have an emergency fund. That'll give you a great start to it, or you need to add to it. For education fund, if you want to get that started, or to add to your retirement. All of those could be great uses to save it.
So for a lot of people, they're thinking, hey, this is the time I put all that stuff on credit cards, which you say don't do during Christmas time. But now you're thinking, okay, I want to pay off that debt. What should they consider before doing all that?
Well, two things to consider. If you have enough to pay off a complete debt, that's where to go. But that a lot of times people don't have, that's not enough. So then look at the debt that can give you the most money in cash flow when you do get it paid off. So if you have a $10,000 debt, $2,600 gets it going pretty good. You can get it paid off a lot quicker.
What's a good reason to spend it? And please say a really nice watch.
Well, we'll talk about needs and wants.
Oh, okay.
So if you have a need coming up, like that you're going to pay for a wedding, you're buying a car, you have home improvements, a great reason to spend it.
What about going to a wedding?
Well, if you have to go, that might be a good place to spend it.
But what types of activities should we avoid spending that money on?
Well, anything that is more of a want. So the big screen TV, the gaming system, those types of things, those can kind of get you in more trouble.
What's the biggest trap that people usually fall into when they're thinking about how they're going to use that money?
Well, when they decide that they're going to spend it, what happens is a lot of times they spend even more than their tax refund. So they have $2,600 and they spend $5,000 and justify it by saying, well, they only financed 50% of it because I got my tax refund. So not a good thing to spend more just because you get more money.
And actually, Lindsay and I were talking about this earlier today. What do you say to the person who's getting a big refund every year, and what do you think is too big a refund?
Well, my personal opinion is that anything over $1,000, you should change your W-4 and get more of that money in your paycheck and get it all the time, so the government doesn't have your money for free and you can start earning interest on it and save it, and you'll be better off when you get to next tax year.
And how would you go about it? Would you do change from single to married, or change to one withholding and do it for a month or so to see how much you're getting, so you don't end up saying, oh my gosh, now I owe taxes?
Yeah, you want to make sure of that. So you can go in and with a lot of, if you do any of the online tax stuff, they'll even allow you to put in a scenario. So you can figure that out and know exactly how much you need to pay the next year, or pretty close. So you can get it pretty close that way.
It all get very confusing, but where can people find you if they have questions?
At forumcu.com.
All right, Andy, thank you so much.